new Google AI Studio plus anti-gravity update is insane. You are falling behind. Not because you are lazy, not because you are not smart enough, because the tools changed again. And while you were still figuring out the last update, Google just dropped something that shifts how AI-powered apps get built from the ground up. If you miss this one, you will be doing things the slow way for a long time. My name is Julian, and welcome back. I teach people how to actually use AI tools to work smarter and build better. Today, we are breaking down the new Google AI Studio update, plus something called anti-gravity that just got integrated directly into it. I am going to show you what it is, how it works, and why this matters to you, even if you have never written a single line of code. Stay with me, because the stuff coming up later in this video is the part most people are completely missing. Let me start with the problem Google just solved. If you have ever tried to build something with their AI tools, you know the frustration. AI Studio for testing prompts, Firebase Studio for deployment, Jules for background tasks, Gemini CLI for terminal workflows, 4 or 5 different tools for one idea, more time switching tabs than actually building anything. Google just drew a clean line through all of that. They rebuilt AI Studio, so it now integrates directly with their new platform called Anti-Gravity. AI Studio handles the design and prototyping. Anti-Gravity handles the building and execution. One clean handoff, no more tab chaos. But before we get into how that works in practice, let me explain what Anti-Gravity actually is. Anti-Gravity was announced on November 18th, 2025, alongside the release of Gemini 3, Google's newest and most powerful AI model. Google's own CTO of DeepMind, Kore Kavukoglu, described it as a new agentic development platform where developers operate at higher task-oriented levels. In the old way of working with AI coding tools, you would type a prompt, the AI would suggest some code, and you would copy it, paste it, fix it, and repeat. You were still doing most of the actual work. Anti-Gravity flips that. You describe the task, and an AI agent plans it, codes it, tests it, and verifies it all on its own. You step back from writing every line and act more like a manager, telling the team what to build. The trust piece is built in through what Google calls artifacts, not just raw code, but readable deliverables like task lists, implementation plans, screenshots, and browser recordings. You see what the agent did at a glance. If something looks off, you leave a comment directly on the artifact, exactly like commenting on a Google Doc, and the agent adjusts without stopping its workflow. Anti-Gravity runs on Mac, Windows, and Linux. It is built on a fork of Visual Studio Code, so the interface will feel familiar if you already use VS Code. Right now in public preview, it is completely free for individuals. It also supports multiple models, not just Gemini. You can use Claude Sonnet or OpenAI's open source models inside it too. Anti-Gravity has 2 modes, and understanding both changes how you think about what AI can do for your workflow. Editor View is your standard hands-on coding experience with AI completions and inline commands. If you like being in control and working directly, this is your space. Manager View is the interesting one. It's basically a mission control screen where you can spin up multiple AI agents working on different parts of your project at the same time in parallel. You check in, review the artifacts, give feedback, and they keep going. You bring the ideas and the judgment. The agents bring the execution. One honest note here, early users have had mixed experiences. Some have reported errors, slow generation on larger projects, and bugs, especially with complex code bases. One reviewer who spent 48 hours testing it rated it 6.5 out of 10 for prototypes, but much lower for real production work. Google has been pushing stability updates, so right now it works best for new projects and smaller builds. This is a public preview, not a finished product, but even at this stage, the workflow is already impressive. Now let's talk about what changed inside AI Studio itself. The unified playground means you can now work with Gemini models, video generation with Veo 3.1, text-to-speech, image generation, and the live API all without leaving the page. That alone saves real time for anyone running repeated AI workflows. Saved system instructions was one of the most requested features from developers. Before, you had to paste your system prompt in manually every single time. Now you save it once, and it carries across conversations automatically. The API key management page got a full redesign with project grouping and renaming. If you manage multiple projects with different keys, it is much easier to keep track of everything now. They also added grounding with Google Maps, which means you can pull in real-world location data from over 250 million places directly into your model outputs, useful for anyone building location-aware tools. And there is a new welcome homepage that acts like a command center plus a real-time rate limit page, so you can see your usage as it happens instead of hitting a wall unexpectedly. Google is clearly moving AI Studio from a developer-only playground into something much more accessible. And the next part is exactly why that matters. When I first started using Google AI Studio seriously, I was overwhelmed. So many options, so many models, and I was not sure which workflows were worth my time. That's when I found a community called AI Profit Boardroom. Over 2,000 members, all focused on learning AI together and sharing what actually works. It taught me which workflows save time versus which ones waste it. Real use cases, practical implementations, no fluff. If you are serious about using AI to improve your work and skills, check it out. Link in the description. So here's how the AI Studio and anti-gravity integration looks in practice. You go to AI Studio, you prototype your idea, test your prompts, and refine your concept. This is the design phase. Then you hand it off to anti-gravity, where the agents take over, build it out into a real application, and produce artifacts for you to review. You give feedback, they adjust, and they keep going. AI Studio's Build tab uses Gemini 3 for code generation. You describe your app in plain text, the model generates working code, and you get a live preview right inside the browser. This is what people call vibe coding. The speed of your ideas is the only thing that matters, not the speed of your typing. AI Studio is where you think and design. Anti-gravity is where things actually get built. Together, they are the most connected AI development pipeline Google has ever shipped. Now, the question I know a lot of you have, do I need to know how to code to use any of this? No. The design philosophy is that you describe what you want in plain language, and the agents handle the technical execution. You still need to understand what you are building and how to give clear feedback when something is off. That judgment still comes from you. That said, if you know some coding, you will get more out of it. Being able to read what the agent produces and give precise feedback makes a real difference in output quality. For non-technical people, start with AI Studio's build feature. Small, low-stakes projects. Learn the workflow first before you try to build anything complex. Here is your action plan. Go to aistudio.google.com. It is free. Spend 15 minutes in the unified playground, switching between Gemini, image generation, and text-to-speech in one session. Just get a feel for how it flows. Set up save system instructions. If you have a prompt you reuse, save it as a template now and stop pasting it in manually. Try the build tab. Describe a simple tool you have been thinking about, something small and low stakes, and watch what Gemini generates. You are learning the workflow, not trying to ship a product. Download Anti-Gravity from antigravity.google. It is free. Start with editor view, give it one small task, and pay attention to how it creates the artifact plan before it writes a single line of code. That planning step is what makes this tool different. Once you are comfortable with both, try the full handoff. Prototype in AI Studio, open in Anti-Gravity, and let the agents take it from there. We are still early. Public preview means bugs and limitations, but the direction is clear and the workflow is already powerful enough to save real time on real projects. The people who learn this now will have a head start over the people who wait until it is polished. If you are looking to dive deeper into AI tools and actually implement them in your work, I recommend AI Profit Boardroom. Over 2,000 people learning how to use AI effectively. Everyone shares real experiences, what is working, what is not, which tools are worth your time, which ones to skip, no hype, just practical guidance from people doing the work. It has helped me stay on top of updates like this one and figure out how to actually apply them. Link in the description if you want to check it out. And if you want the full process, SOPs, and over 100 AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You will get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 58,000 members who are crushing it with AI. If this video helped you, hit subscribe. I put out practical AI breakdowns every week, so you always know what is actually worth your time. See you in the next one.